Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Alternate Attax versus Sprout. Getting right in to our knife round for this map. Looks like Sprout versus Csgo will be massively delayed, which will probably mean that we'll skip it and go straight into Vitality Gamer Legion once this game itself is completed. But looking like a pretty solid lineup out of Sprout most recently, considering they've just absolutely smashed Vitality 16-3. They are looking mightily solid. Over the past few games, it looks like Sprout, they will be able to start on the CT side as well. So let's get this game right up and running. Hoping for no OT this time, considering how long this has taken. Although pistol round to come for alternate attacks. Murbit onto the defuse kit. I always like to see it. I love a side that buys defuse kits into a pistol round. It makes me really happy inside. Although with Spitty playing solo on toward that B bomb site, there will be a little bit of a rotation called onto Searson, however. Utility to be thrown, and that all but confirms that it is probably going to be the B bomb site that alternate attacks now go to hit. A beautiful dink. Close down Fav and a nice first kill to find Spitty. He's tagged down low as well, but it's Searson and Spitty that are both able to respond. Not too sure where Mantu got tagged from there. Maybe even a team shot. But either way, it doesn't matter as it's down into a 1 versus 1. Into the hands of Stefan. All that he has to do is remain alive here. As he edges his way around toward close oil train, it's into Stefan, now been spotted. Trying to remain as safe as possible. And he's just baiting toward oil train. Playing the smart maneuver. Look at this. He's even gone back toward the close trains as well. This is so smart from Searson. As Stefan does try and approach, Searson not able to land the one tap. And Stefan getting undoubtedly close. Bullet to be had and damage taken. They're both down to low. The next bullet decides it, but it's Searson that's able to close it out. Well, that was a little bit of a risky round to say the least, but Sprout do come out on top instead. And what a way to start our next best of 1. Sprout this time, of course, should be taking that clean 2-0. I don't see any way for alternate attacks to win an entire Glock eco anyway. Even so, this time going to be, again, trying to head down toward that B bomb site. The flank by Searson. At least able to provide a first kill, but that's all they're able to get out of it. Pressy. He'll be the first to fall, and as Farvan and Keto coming in for damage of their own. A second round for the CT side. Alternate attacks now able to go for that purchase, though. Going to see the T side bringing those AKs to the field. Will Slacks go glass cannon here? He's definitely thinking about it, and it's a decision that he makes as well. Fair enough, I like it. Although Sprout, they've brought out 2 AWPs of their own. Farvan going to be playing backline train with his, and that sees a first kill already. Oh, beautiful from Farvan to utilize that secondary AWP so effectively. Although this time, Slack's able to find a trade of his own. Going to at least ensure that Man advantage stays level for now. We do have Murbit toward close. Electric box, though. There is support from Farven on the AWP as well. Searson even close vicinity. This could really get a little risky. Searson and Farven, there's the frags they needed. As Farven able to find one more as well. What a beautiful display from him. A secondary AWP player, and he's still putting a 3K on the board right now. And there's the chance at a fourth. Not able to take it, though, but he's done so much instead that it doesn't even matter. Although he even finds the 4K. Fair enough. Sprout going to be taking a very solid lead so far. And this time, now going to see alternate attacks down to a fourth round. CT side going to start to take a very good advantage. Pistols and Kevlar to be purchased, but nothing close to special from ATN. Especially with a beautiful flash like that. A lot of info gathered by Speedy. Going to at least be showing that Sprout right now have a very solid understanding of this map. And why wouldn't they? Brain is an overall solid map for Sprout in recent times. Ripcaster's food. I'll get it soon. Don't worry, buddy. This game shouldn't go to any sort of length in itself. So I should have a little bit of time to eat before we have Vitality Gamer Legion. Because I'd love some food. Sprout, though, to say they've got 83% win rate, it's just an overall very solid map for them. Alternate attacks, while they're sitting at around, I think, 53% or something like that, 57%. You can't contest with Sprout, not when they're on this sort of form either. Farven has been able to adjust to the aggression out of the CT spawn position, but Farven, spotting so many players, will lose at least him in the trade, but not that it even matters. Ito to find himself 2 to end it. Whilst alternate attacks will go back onto the buy round, it does see Sprout again getting so much more stronger. Even Caster knows it won't last long. It shouldn't. If you compare the two sides right now on paper, it should not last anything longer than 16-7. Sprout are just too good at the moment. They've been absolutely solid. Again, bringing out that secondary AWP. Farven being such a solid asset already in these first 4 rounds. He's even there again. Farven able to find the first kill to open up the round. Luckily, Mantu able to make a trade of his own, however. Going to at least be able to keep it down into a 4 versus 4. But will they be prepared enough to be able to bounce back from this ATN? Definitely have the means of doing so, now that they have some control of inside of main and toward Popdog as well. Still with 35 seconds on the clock. A-site execution to come. I think Spiddy was spotted on the crossover toward middle bomb train, but maybe not. Able to close down a first and all 4 to come tumbling down. It's so simple for Sprout right now. They are having the time of their lives. And this will now see alternate attacks. Back down to pistols and Kevlar once again. Honestly, would not be too surprised at a 16-0 with how good that Sprout have been playing. They've just looked far too solid. They're still able to find a kill, but it's Farven and Searson again. Oh my god, Searson just absolutely tearing a new one into dude. Slacks, though, able to find himself a double and is down into a 1v2. A hard scenario for him to win, however, as he's already been hunted down. Does have at least an AWP to work with, but as he does go for the cross, a simple takedown. Just look at Sprout's recent results, though. It's insane. 16-3 versus Vitality, 16-10 against Epsilon, the 2-0 against Spirit, 16-10 against No Chance, 2-1 against Optic, 2-0 against Magnitude. They took a loss to Big, but then previously beat Norderwind, Espada, Majesty, Optic again, Windstrike, Pixel Bandits, Movistar Riders. They've lost like 3 games out of their past like 12 or 13. And Keto, he's already able to regress inside of main as Cressy to fall. Still, dude inside of the smoke, but not that it even matters. Keto to close down his second kill of the round. Ooh, nice tag onto Searson, but Slacks gets tagged himself there. What? That was a transfer of bullets through the wall. Although Searson, as he closes down Slacks, a simple 5 versus 2. Out of the last 24 games, Sprout lost 3. Exactly, that's just showing how good they've been. Oh, look at Keto. Oh my god. It just goes from bad to worse for them. And Stefan, as he's left into a 1 versus 5. Oh my god. Farven just styles on him. It's a simple round again for Sprout. And this is looking like an absolute decimation. And once again, Farven keeping up the pace once more. Going to be giving Sprout an early entry. And especially with a scenario where alternate attacks, all they have is pistols, they shouldn't be doing anything in this round. I mean, they've not done anything with rifles, so why can we expect anything more? And down into a 1 versus 5. They're not even going to get a kill. As easy as you like for Sprout. Not be surprised if they would go far in Cologne. If they can beat Liquid and make it to Cologne, because obviously right now Liquid is probably the team that's most likely to make it to Cologne themselves, just through how the qualifier works. If Sprout do that and they get to Cologne, I'd put them at least into the playoff bracket. This time, though, it seems like alternate attacks. They've finally been able to break the cycle. Searson, one of the final remaining members of Sprout in this round, and it looks like the 16-0 is this time not going to happen. Searson, beautiful shot onto Dude, however. That will see alternate attacks now putting the bomb down here on this A-bomb site. Urbit going for a flank of his own, and as he spots out Cressy, now down into a 3 versus 2. If it was a 2 versus 2, I'd say they might have a chance at retaking. But with alternate attacks still having 1 man in advantage, they shouldn't be able to get alive here. Although this time, alternate attacks able to put their first round on the board. It's a start. Definitely a start at least. But it all depends how good it is going to be for alternate attacks in these next couple of rounds. If they lose this one, it essentially undoes anything that they got in the previous. Sprout still having decent bank balance as well, so there's definitely another purchase. Even if they were to lose the round, Slack's down to 36, but it's a beautiful entry. Mantu and Cressy both able to open up. It's Spiddy that replies with one of his own. But still, they keep that one-man advantage. Searson inside of Pop Dog, though. He's able to take out Stefan. A misguided shot by Slacks, but look at Murbit. He's all the way around the flank, and Sprout, they've read ATN like a book right now. Murbit able to take down a first, although Dude is able to trade. Pretty sure, yeah, they still have Searson inside of Pop Dog to contend with. And currently don't know the location of Speedy. Though it seems like Mantu might be trying to work that out. Still, time is definitely ticking, and they've now spotted Searson on the flank. Simple kill to find, and down into a 1 versus 2. It seems like ATN at this point, they've found themselves round number 2 as well. Not going to be able to get success out of this one, unfortunately. It was a nice attempt. Although we should see Spiddy maybe even dying as well here, although somehow managing to even kill off. Oh my god. Closing out Mantu himself. Oh, jeez. Still looks like we do have a little bit of a tactical pause to come, however. I wouldn't even be too surprised if this was Sprout calling it right here. Just because of how good of a side that they are, when things get a little rough, they go for the tactical pause. They discuss the strategies that alternate attacks have been bringing out. They will now try and make sure that their setups are adjusted accordingly. Again, able to afford that double AWP setup. So we'll see Farven back on the sniper as well. Maybe would have liked to see him playing toward Ivy this time. Although an AUG is just as good in this sort of position now with how good of a weapon it can be with the scope. Still, this time, Stefan going to be looking some information of his own. Looks like they're going to set up toward the B bomb site, but look at Searson. As he closes down Slacks already, that gives some perfect info to Sprout right now. AWP luckily is retrievable. Although look at Keto. They've read this so well. They know that ATN have probably pulled away and they close it down entirely. Oh my gosh. Whatever ATN have tried to do, Sprout have just done better. As Spiddy tries to aggress, Mantu close corner, but Barrel spotted. And an absolute shutdown of the round itself. 9-2. And alternate attacks. They are once again back down in the dirt. Double figures definitely going to be on the cards for the CT side already. This is looking like such a good display out of Sprout so far. It's Searson that's already able to open up an initial frag. Cressy looking for one of his own and a beautiful shot. Although it is Merbit that's able to close out. Marvin does get caught out and Slack's able to trade one of his own as well. But a lineup by Keto. And without really realizing, Dude and Slacks just offered themselves on a plate. And so, 10-2. Luckily for alternate attacks, they still are able to rebuy. Oh, the nade to come, though. That'll do some decent damage. Mantu. He'll be tagged down to 62 to begin with. Ooh. A little bit over-aggressive there from Sprout. Would have liked to see them reining it in a little bit. But even so, it does provide an early kill for the T side to work with. And this time, they'll execute out toward that A bomb site. Well, I'm unable to catch out Cressy, though. Might even be looking for more as he aggresses through the smoke. Ooh, bomb to be planted. Oh, Father, nice shot at least, but there's Slacks ensuring. Oh my god, Merbit! Stefan in a 1 versus 2, and he's dead already. Once again, Sprout completing yet another retake. And it's really sloppy from alternate attacks, to say the least. Wow. 11-2. And a buy round to come again from this T side. Going to be seeing just how good Sprout can be at the moment. If they can close this out 13-2 in the half, he'd be in such a good position. 3 for 2 trade in the favor of Sprout. Make it 4 and a 5th to come surely as Stefan's down into a 1 versus 3. And realistically, this should be 13-2. Don't see any way that Sprout are able to find... Oh, sorry, that ATN are able to find success off of a buy round that is going to be literally bare minimum. Couple of AKs, even an SG. Some rifles, but nothing in the form of success, really. And so this is going to see Sprout now down. So many rounds, it's looking perfect for them. Searson closing down the initial kill. Does get dinked actually, but it was through a surface, so really didn't make any impact. Oh, Stefan dropped down to 21 as well. The bomb at least to be planted, but he spots the leg, and there's Farven with one of his own as well. A 4 versus 2, and realistically, this is already looking like a bad day at the office for ATN. Stefan at least able to trade a kill of his own, but they know at least where one man is now. With Cressy already finished off, it's as simple as you like. 13-2, and what a display by Sprout. Looking so good here. And as we get into the second half, if Sprout win the pistol, that's probably game over. Or, not probably, I don't even know what I'm saying. Should be game over. But even so, at least going to see the second half go live fairly soon. If you haven't done so already, and you are enjoying the broadcast, then please be sure to hit that follow button. We are currently 244 followers away from 10,000. So would be greatly appreciated. We are going to be covering a lot more Mountain Dew League for Season 32. That is the season we'll be really focusing on, covering all the matches. But we still have, of course, 3 games to go in the MDL schedule for today. But here we go, second half to go live, and it comes down to this. If alternate attacks lose this one, the game is probably done in itself. Speedy, he's just going to be sat ready and waiting. Stefan dropped down to low HP, 19 for him. And already some early damage to be inflicted. They even run boost the man over as well. Spiddy does get a little too over aggressive. Stefan lingered around and waited for that kill to come. Into a 5 versus 4 that sees alternate attacks, at least with that one-man advantage to work with. Providing they can get a couple more kills, the round is theirs. Although if Sprout had the opportunity to trade it back into a 4v4, that's where things get a little difficult. Cressy does spot some very valid info. But this time with 40 seconds on the clock, going to now see Sprout rotating toward this A bomb site. Murbit himself, beautiful first shot onto Slacks. Look at Dude, however, back of the bomb site. First kill, but Farvan, again, able to return fire. A 3 versus 3 that sees the A bomb site being entirely closed down. Mantu boosted and is able to take out Farvan at least. But look at Murbit. Oh, he's on a flank of his own, but Cressy, he's aware of it. Traded back by Searson, but Cressy able to close down one more and into a 1 versus 2. Oh, gets the tag though. Oh my gosh! He tags down both, and oh my god, Cressy! He's down into a 1v1, but Searson, he's got all the control, and as he lands another bullet, oh my god. Again, it comes down to a 1v1 for Searson, and again, he comes out on top. Not gonna lie, just went really lightheaded. But what a beautiful clutch out of Searson. A forced buy from alternate attacks that sees the scouts to be invested. Beautiful first shot by Mantu at least. AK to be retrieved. I'm going to be giving Searson UMP to work with as well. Told you they can win 2 games in a little over an hour. I'm not commentating the next game. We're going to break until Vitality Game Allegiant. I don't want to start the Aggo game and then have to skip it for the Game Allegiant match because it's obviously got Vitality. We're obviously going to take that one instead. So we'll have a little break after this one and return for the final 2 best of ones. Oh, Keto and Spiddy both able to find themselves kills. I'm pretty sure Spiddy saw the man back of camera as well. Yes, he definitely did. Oh, Dude not able to survive either. It comes down to the 1 versus 2, but Spiddy, he's there to find it. 15-2, and map point for Sprout. Again, another force buy to be taken by alternate attacks, but a buy round that is probably going to see Sprout taking victory here. Still, some Ivy aggression to be shown by ATN. Wanting to have Mantu go looking for some information, but not going to be retrieved as of yet. There's Keto and Stefan, however. They'll find themselves a couple of kills, trading it back fairly quickly. Oh, and is Keto taking down one more onto Mantu. Will they expect Cressy? Well, yes, they definitely will. A 4 versus 1 that sees alternate attacks now closing out the game. And as Spiddy gets the job done, there it is. A 16-2 that sees Sprout again finding themselves another game. But with that being said, we are going to go on to a break of our own. We will go and digress for now as I adjust the pre-game graphics. But we'll be back fairly quickly in around 40 minutes time for the start of Vitality Gamer Legion.